I'm Matthew Addonizio. My brand is my own name. I make whatever I want to make. And currently I'm making clothing. I've been making my own clothing since college for about 20 years. And I on and off switch media. I've been a woodworker for 15 years, and I recently went back to clothing and modern quilting. So my brand focuses on sort of minimal quilting, but still with a hand-done aesthetic to it. The first pieces that I made were quilted, and I was very into quilting. I definitely try to reduce my quilts down to a couple pieces of ornamentation with mostly just a focus on stitch and silhouette. And that sort of evolved. So I was investigating flat felt seams, which are one of the strongest seams in sewing. The fabric is folded over itself end to end and then stitched twice. And I realized when I started looking up other artists who work in that vein that it is a technique that is from Korea called joakbo, and that is the technique of using fabric scraps mostly from the apparel industry in Korea and stitching them together into practical items for your home. So they're stitched into these textiles that are called bohagi, and those are used to cover food. They're used to wrap and transport items. It's like very practical, very utilitarian, and that's why I love it so much. And it's the perfect, sort of the perfect sentiment to translate into a clothing piece. You're wrapping yourself in something that was created just for you. I think it's important to recognize and point out how inspiring this technique from Korea is. So I don't claim to be making this in the Korean tradition. I am just inspired by the patchwork and the flat felt seams and the sentiment of creating something that will be used as utility. And I think it translates perfectly into clothing, especially a kind of artwork clothing that maybe doesn't seem so practical, but then you buy it and you try it on and you wear it around and you end up loving it, and you wear it over and over, and the fabric is so strong and the seams are so strong that it's supposed to last forever. Everything that I make is functional and has a purpose, and my designs are sort of boiled down to their essence. I try to remove any excess design or excess ornamentation and really focus in on sort of the essence of the stitching and what the materials want to do and what they want to say.